Good morning, children. So we have already completed first lesson of our moral science, and we are moving on to the third lesson today. Okay, second lesson. After the third lesson we will complete. So third lesson is, name of the lesson is with love and compassion. Okay, and we know that everyone loves, we wanted to be loved by others. Okay, children wanted to be loved by their parents. If it is young one, they wanted to be loved by their lovers, and husbands wanted to be loved by their wives, and mothers or parents wanted to be loved by their children, and the old age and the old grandfather or grandmother, they wanted to be loved by others. Okay, so the love is inborn within us. And sometimes we will love not only to the human beings, okay, we love the human beings, the members of the family, and don't try to be selfish towards yourself. Some people are there, those who will love only the members of their family, okay, they don't like other persons, those who are outside of their family. Okay, so that should not be there. We should love, and even in almost all the even in Bible or in Quran or in Gita, in all the holy books, what is the utmost thing that is given there? Okay, the underlying thing what is given there in almost all the holy books is about the love, God's love, and how we have to give it back to others. Okay, so we have to love our neighbors or our fellow beings, those who are around us. We should show our love in the form of, okay, if they are in need of any kind of help, we should be ready to help them. Okay, if you are well, if you have a well-to-do family, and if you can give some monetary help to other people, that should be done. That is also in the form of love. Okay, not thinking very selfish to ourselves. Okay, we should not be self-centered. We have to open up our hand if we have enough. Okay, I'm not telling that those who don't have enough money should give it to others. Okay, and we should be begging. Should not be like that. Whatever we have, a share we can just give to others. Okay, so love and compassion. Compassion means always the love that you will feel for the others. Okay, if they are feeling something, if they are having a bad condition, we should feel for others. That is a compassionate feeling or the caring feeling which we should show to others. Okay, while we are walking on the road, if we are finding an old person finding it very difficult to walk or very difficult to cross the road, it is our duty. So being a citizen or being a human being, after all not a citizen, being a human being, it is our duty to help the person to cross the road. Okay, that is on compassionate ground. Okay, compassion, that means love and the care that you are showing to other person. Okay, so here also in the brainstorming session, number of questions are there. What is love and compassion? Okay, does love make a difference in the world? Of course, a great difference. Okay, even if you are speaking with a very loving heart to a person who has done a great crime, that may help that person to change his mind. Okay, so love has can make a great difference in the world. What are the opposite emotions of love? Hate, enmity, jealousy, greed. Okay, if you are not having this emotion of love, you will have remaining all the other negative things will be there. How will this world be without love and compassion? Sometimes we can see when you open the news channels, you can see in some countries what all things are happening. People are simply just like animals, they are being killed. Okay, so their love and compassion is lacking. Okay, those people are not thinking that the persons whom they are shooting or killing are their brothers or sisters. Okay, so when that emotion is gone from their mind, naturally there will be calamity in the world. Do little acts of love help the world? Of course, even a small thing, even a small child, when he is helping a person, okay, when he is giving 1 rupee to a person also, okay, or any kind of help, if he is falling down and if we are helping him to lift him up, that also is a small act of love. Okay, so if there is that emotion of love within you, you can do great wonders in the world. Love makes the world go round. Share your opinion. Okay, so these things you can just answer for yourself. Okay, next the story. The story is about a young traveler and about an old man who used to put seeds on the way while he is walking. Okay, and the young man is making fun of the old man, but later on, after years only, he what difference can it? So the young traveler was making fun of the old man who was putting seeds in between, but later on only he understood what, after years he came back and he understood what difference has it made. On that day he made fun of that old man, and now he was really surprised, okay, or so excited to see the changes that happened. Okay, so we'll see the story. What is it about? A young traveler was visiting the French Alps. He came upon a vast stretch of barren land. Okay, it was like almost like a barren land without having any shrubs, trees or plants. Okay, almost like a desert. It was just like a desert. It was a kind of place we run away from. Okay, we all know that we don't like to live or stay in a desert area because there is no place for you, small shadow, not even a small shadow for you to hide from the rays of the sun. It will be too hot there. Okay, so always you want to run, there won't be not even a drop of drinking water, so you wanted to run away from such a place. Then suddenly the young traveler noticed something unusual. Okay, so while he was about to go away from that barren land quickly, he noticed something unusual. And what was it? In the middle of this vast wasteland was an old man. So this old man was standing there, and what is he doing? On his back was a sack of oak nuts. Okay, I think you might have heard about oak trees. Okay, the trees will become very big trees. Okay, so he's having a sack on his back, and on the back of his sack he was having a lot of oak nuts. And in his hand was an iron pipe. The man was using the iron pipe to punch holes in the ground. So normally if we wanted to put a seed, we'll just make a small hole. Okay, so with the iron pipe which he is holding, he is making the hole and putting one seed each in the ground. Then from the sack he would take a seed and put it in that hole, and he will just close the air. The traveler approached the old man and asked, "What are you guys doing?" He said, "I've planted over 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh oak seeds here." So this old man, poor old man, he said that I've already planted 1 lakh oak seeds. Perhaps only a tenth of them will grow, because as we know that if it is a barren land which is almost equal to that of a desert, how much would it won't get water? Only during the rainy season only these seeds will get water. Okay, to plant. Okay, to grow up. So it is not possible for all these 1 lakh oak saplings to grow up. Instead, maybe tenth of them, maybe 1,000 can come up. Okay, the old man's wife and the son had died. This poor old man, he is alone. His wife died and his son also died. And this was how he chose to spend his final years. So he became old. Okay, he doesn't have anyone to look after. He is alone. So he wanted to spend his last years by doing some good things into the world. Okay, I wanted to do something useful, he said. The traveler had an opportunity to visit the place once again after 25 years. Okay, just note that. So 25 years back he saw this old man making a hole in the barren land, putting a seed, and then almost 1 lakh oak seeds he has planted, and he himself told that day that 1/10 only may grow. Okay, because of the climate here, too hot. Okay, after 25 years, when this young traveler, when he came back to the same place, what he saw amazed him. He was so amazed and happy and surprised and excited. Okay, he could not believe his eyes. The land was covered with a beautiful forest. Birds were singing, animals were playing, and the wild flowers perfumed the air. Okay, so what all things were there? It was almost like a beautiful forest. Okay, yeah, not a thick forest where we cannot see any flowers or something, but here it is a beautiful forest. Birds were singing, animals were there, and wild flowers also. It produced smell in the whole air. Okay, a desert was turned into a forest, all because someone cared. Okay, so a place which was completely barren without having not even a small shrub or a plant, such a place was converted into a forest with lot of trees and plants and animals and birds and flowers. Okay, so that is a big transformation which happened, and all these things happened only because of the poor old man. Understood? Okay, 1 second. Love and compassion. Okay, so that great change he himself has witnessed in front of his eyes after 25 years. Okay, love and compassion form the foundation of human relations. They make it possible for one to understand the sufferings of others. If you are able to understand the feelings of others, then you are a true human being. Understood? Okay, if your friend is having some kind of problem, if you can understand that, you are a true person, or you are a genuine human being. Okay, compassion is about putting oneself into other person's shoes. I don't know whether you have heard the word sympathy, or you might have heard. Okay, if you are feeling some goodness for others, feeling sorry for others, that is called sympathy. But you will stand here and sympathize the person. But putting yourself into the other person's shoes, that means not literally doing it, that is called empathy. Okay, so if a person has lost, yeah, he has only 10,000 rupees with him, and if he has lost and he was there in that condition, he was standing there bare hand without having not even a single penny with him. And if you can understand the feeling of the person by making yourself placing in that person's position, okay, that is called empathy. Empathy means to be that person himself. Okay, you should feel the situation, or you should feel the pain by being in that person's position. Okay, that is called empathy. Sympathy by standing here, oh poor person, he lost all his money. This is what normally we will say. Okay, but empathy means to be in that person's condition and trying whatever you can do to help him. That is called empathy. That is putting yourself into others' shoes. Okay, trying to feel their pain and anxiety. A compassionate person treats others just as he or she wants to be treated under the same circumstance. Okay, so if a person is compassionate or caring, he treats others just as he wanted himself to be treated. You people want to be treated in a very good manner, but will you treat others in the same way? Okay, so that makes a difference. Okay, if you are trying to treat, or if you are treating others in the same way as you wanted to be treated, then that means you are a compassionate person, you are a caring person, you are a loving person. Understood? Okay, a compassionate person tries to make others happy. He knows that nobody likes to be sad in their life. Everyone wants to be happy. Okay, so with the minimum requirements, we can be happy in our life. Okay, don't be greedy. That is the most important that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so if you are greedy, you won't ever be happy in your life. Always you want to accumulate more. Okay, so always try to be a common man or a genuine person who has love towards his fellow beings. Okay, the most amazing factor is that the person himself enjoys happiness in doing so. Okay, so when he is trying to make others happy, he himself feels that happiness. That makes the person compassionate. Okay, and now a story of a wise man is given there. Once a wise man saw a scorpion moving around in the water to find the way to escape. He decided to save it by stretching out his finger. So he understood that the scorpion couldn't find the way from the water to escape itself. Okay, so this wise man, what he did is that he kept stretched out his finger, but the scorpion, what did the scorpion do? Scorpion stung him. Okay, and we know that it's poisonous creature. The man still tried to get the scorpion out of the water, but the scorpion stung him again. A man nearby told him to stop saving the scorpion that kept stinging him. Stinging him means fighting. Okay, but the man said, it is the nature of the scorpion to sting. Okay, scorpion only knows to sting only. Okay, whatever comes near it, it will just sting. It's my nature to love. Why should I give up my nature to love? Just because it is the nature of the scorpion to sting. Okay, so scorpion's nature is to sting and my nature is to love. So I will continue my act. At last the scorpion will understand. That is the thought which came into the mind of that wise man. Okay. Okay, so I think, yes. One second. Okay. Yes, some questions are there for you to answer. what do we learn from the story, The Seeds of Love? Okay, the name of the story is The Seeds of Love. Okay, so seeds that the old man has spread here and there in the barren land, which was converted to a beautiful forest. Okay, and what formed the foundation of human relations? How is compassion related to happiness? So if you are compassionate, naturally we will find happiness when we make others happy. What is the message of the story of a wise man about the scorpion's sting? Okay, so his nature is to love, so that he continues, and scorpion's nature is to sting. Okay, so at last the scorpion will understand. He will try to get out of the water with the help of the person's hand which has stretched out. Okay, what does the idiom put yourself into others' shoe mean? That is called be in the situation of the other person. That is what I've called empathy. Okay, E-M-P-A-T-H-Y. Sympathy is different. Sympathy, standing here and looking at the situation of a person. But empathy means be in the condition. Okay, be in that person's condition and feel it. Then naturally you will feel like helping the person a lot. Okay, but here only you will say your sympathy in words only. Okay, and the last question. In your opinion, how does love make the world better? If you love others naturally, if the person is coming to beat you also, they will be calmed because of the love that you are showing to him. Okay, so try to answer these questions by yourself. I think you people are 8th grade children. You can do these answers by your own. After all, it is moral science. It is not a definition or theory which you are going to by heart here. Okay, so in your own words, you can write that. Okay, and thoughts on quotes. Compassion is to look. Sorry, 1 second. Yes. Compassion is to look beyond your own pain to see the pain of others. So compassion, as I've told you, looking beyond. See, whatever happens to you, you will see the pain in others. Okay, so if you are selfish, you will see your problems only. You won't feel the problems of others. Okay, you will feel the emotions of others. If you are compassionate, you will feel the pain of others. Then you can help them a lot. Okay, there is nobility in compassion, beauty in empathy, and a great forgiveness. I can see the word here. Okay, so that is also a quote. So you can just go through all these quotes. Okay, the smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. Okay, a small act of kindness is more the grandest intention. Okay, what is your intention in your life? So everything what you have in your life will be the small act of kindness that you're showing to your fellow being or to your neighbor will be greater than all your intentions. Okay, there is a famous quote by Oscar Wilde, a famous writer. And next one by Dalai Lama: love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Okay, so love and compassion that you're showing to your fellow beings, they are the necessary things that a human being needs in his life to be a real human being. Okay, yeah, we are living, but are we living for ourselves or for others also? Okay, we should not be too selfish to live for ourselves only. We have to share whatever we have with other people, those who don't have. Okay, then only our life motive will be complete. Okay, without them, humanity cannot survive. Okay, so humanity means being in a condition where you will find others as your brother or sister. You know very well that if your brother or sister is in a bad condition, you will always try to help them. Okay, so same way you have to see your fellow beings as your brother or sister. Then you will feel like helping them. That is called compassion and love. Okay, so this lesson is also over. So try to answer the questions and study for the exam. And second lesson is also there that we will do in the next class. Okay children, thank you.